Does this matter?
I mean, yes.
No, it's already doing it, right? Yeah.
I mean, it's streaming, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties. This looks fine. We don't have any 2-drops. You want to mulligan this?
It's probably something we do need to mulligan because most of our deck is 2-drops. It's up to you.
Keep it.
I think we want to actually put that one on top, don't we?
Not really.
Okay. So you think we'll draw another one by the time? Alright, so we get to drop a 1/1 with haste on the first turn. And see if they flip it. Hit them for 1.
I mean, we do get to play werewolf into 3/2. That's a bad trade or trick. I mean, this is ideally how we want our deck to go.
Yep. If we don't draw a land on the next turn, it's going to be a little rough. We're going to wish we'd have kept that land on top. Wow. Got there. So these don't have any abilities, right? That one's menace. That one just flips back, right?
Does 2 whenever
when it's blocked. Okay.
Or blocks.
Alright. Play our 3/2. I think next turn we kill him. Right, we just give something +1/+1 double strike and kill him.
Probably.
Or make something not block and kill him. Yep, so that doesn't block, and then we do 3, 6, 9.
We didn't draw land, Brad.
Aw, that's sad. So
that's
8,
6,
9, 10.
7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Do you want to do 8 or do you want to kill the thing? I think we kill the thing.
Yeah, we definitely killed the thing.
Well, wait. Yeah, the +1. Seriously.
Now if we draw a land, we kill them. Again.
Yeah, I mean, even if they play a creature, they're almost dead.
As long as we draw a land, they can't block.
They don't have any creatures.
So we have lethal represented.
Yeah. Well, they have a removal spell.
Nope, they didn't. That was pretty fun.
No. If they had a removal spell, they could kill one, but this will make any of our 2 creatures lethal.
You're correct. That was the one I would have played too.
All right. Let's mix it up.
Oh my god, please don't do that.
Yes.
You just trash them.
Well, all they have to do is play some amount of spells.
Yeah, but they didn't have time to play any spells.
Plus, I like the other deck more on the play.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yeah, it's too late, Brad.
Alright, when we lose this one, can we go back to the fast deck?
We're going to go back to the fast one if we lost, whether it was a good matchup or not. Just because your opponent is basically... Well, we could play the mid-range one, but I don't like the one in the middle quite as much.
I don't like that they don't share color, because they're going to know real quick. This is okay. This is not great.
Brad's like, where's the 1-drops? Where's the 2-drops? Wow. I can't believe they would keep something like that in.
That probably makes their deck
We just play Nagging Thoughts now.
better. Yeah, let's put that one on hand and put that land in the bottom. Or no, this is in the graveyard. It's even better.
Yeah, Nagging Thoughts is a fine card.
So we're going to play Vassal, and then we want to Jace's Scrutiny their card.
If they equip or play something.
I just figured we were going to do it for mana efficiency. Because next turn we're just going to drop the 4-drop.
Oh, they have Westville Abbey. That's always nice. Yeah, you're probably right.
Don't do it until they attack.
I mean, sure.
gonna be a little surprised if they don't attack. Must be double queuing? Must say the deck is running pretty well, but they were dead by this turn on the...
Well, they would not have been dead. They played 2 creatures.
I know, I was just joking.
We had a real sweet hand last time.
This was actually a really sweet hand for this deck.
Yep. And next turn we can play Rapid Bite and Catalog. And we have the ability to draw 2 more cards.
I don't think we want to play Rapid Bite, though, do we?
Wow. So, well, yeah, we do, because they're getting close to using Westville Abbey. And that card's going to be a big problem for us. Creature, target creature you control to
Choose
deal
target
damage.
creature you control. Choose target creature to deal damage to.
Okay.
Seems fun.
Do we want to attack? No.
Nope.
We can't
We
let...
don't win by attacking with small creatures.
Well, remember, this turns into a 9/7 flying lifelink indestructible haste.
Yeah, but we don't win by swinging a 3/4 into their 2/5.
No, we don't.
Not to mention if they're really smart, they would triple block and kill your creature.
That's fine. We're happy with them trading because that means they're 1 creature.
We don't want to trade their 1/2 for a 3/4.
Probably not.
No, never.
I mean,
If we get to the point where it's trade that or
Face
they're
down.
gonna Westfall Abbey, they're still just not gonna block so they can Westfall Abbey. I mean, there's no world where that works out in our favor. Wow, that drew a removal spell. I am so happy right now.
it's a great creature.
We literally don't care about that card. Yeah, that's fine.
No, Reckless Scholar is one of the best cards. Okay. So I think that we play the Duskwatch Recruiter.
And discard the land?
Yeah.
Wait, don't click that. Click the land.
And then I think that... actually, I think Welcome to the Fold is... Or sorry, I think that Reckless Scholar is one of the best creatures in blue. Just,
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just glad that in our deck, that got the removal spell. Because we need to keep blocking to get to our game plan.
I mean, they're not attacking.
Yes, they're not attacking because we have a 3/4.
Yeah.
If they would attack that down, they could attack for 2 every turn.
So next turn, I'm probably going to Welcome to the Fold their Inquisitor's Ox.
It says toughness, so...
Never mind. We don't have any other discard outlets, so I might just have to do it to whatever 2 toughness creature I have available. And a lot of that also has to do with the fact that I do not... Well, we can wait until they have 5 creatures to make that play.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll use...
I would just use Crawling Sensation.
And then Vessel to get a 1/1.
I would use Vessel first.
I wouldn't.
Ooh. Nice.
Because that's whenever a land gets put into the graveyard.
Oh, I'd use Vessel first because you might get a good creature, but I guess we don't have to win with creatures. Wow. I'm glad we didn't draw that. That was wonderful.
Yeah, just pass.
Yep. So now we can crawling on our turn, Duskwatch on their turn, right? Because it dumps the rest of them in the graveyard.
No, puts it on the bottom.
Puts it on the bottom. Okay. It's too good to be true, Daniel.
If we draw a land, we can Trail of Evidence and then Welcome to the Fold. 4 or 5 vigilance.
Chump block. We might should go ahead and take their 1/2.
I agree.
We don't have enough mana, though, do we? To do them both? No.
No.
Oh well.
If they play creature, I'll definitely play the welcome. If they don't, we don't draw land. Depending, I might just play trail and crack a clue or something. How many instant sorcerers do we have in our graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay without being great. Okay.
Oh, let's take that. That's much better.
Yeah.
They can't,
No.
You can't sack something in response on that one, right? Because it costs mana too?
Because, well, they also had summoning sickness.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do both.
Well, we should do both.
And in fact, now we have a win condition because Pious of Angel plus Crawling Sensation lets us sacrifice 1/1s over and over. Okay. So...
How did we not get a land off Crawling Sensation? That's rough. I think you clicked the wrong button, maybe, because it didn't mill 2 cards.
Yeah, we got Jace's Scrutiny and Watcher.
Oh, okay.
We should probably pop this out.
Yeah, you can keep it somewhere.
We have Delirium. 5 card types.
Nice.
Okay, so they can make one of the creatures bigger. Now we're back in the... Oh, they're just going to go ahead and make their 9/7.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
That's a swift death.
For real. 2-turn clock.
We have anything?
Unfortunately, I don't think we have bounce spells, which we need most.
We have something that'll tap it down, but we have to draw it right now. So that won't get it. So just sack another clue. Nope, there's nothing.
We can gain a life from a creature.
Okay. We can't cast a creature for 1 mana, especially with blue.
We don't have to.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, if we put a land in the graveyard, we'll get a life. Okay.
So I guess we get the Weirding... No. I think we just get the Stoic. We just get the Wicker, which
Yeah,
is...
because it's more tap. Alright, now attack them.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's gonna matter.
No, I mean, they probably should just equip the True Faith Lancer.
Oh, well, that would probably do it, yes.
We were there.
Notice.
Now, I will say, if they did not specifically have that card, we probably would have done well. We had a lot of inevitability.
Maybe. At least we get to go back to a good deck.
I like that deck. I thought it performed well. It did a lot of things. If we had drawn a, Rise from the Tides...
There's not much beating OSL Abbey, so I believe we just need to be faster than it.
Now, they have a bunch of 1/2s. We could consider just beating them to death with slightly bigger creatures. These creatures match up better.
Is that what you want to do?
It's not really.
Now, do you want to run the red, white, black, but run the exile spell?
No.
Okay.
I do want to run a Hulking Devil, though. And I do want to run Skin Invasion, because it lets me kill their creatures. Destroy.
Alright, so we need to cut 2 cards. Do you want to cut a 5-drop?
Or no, I want to cut the Masquerade.
Yes. I don't think they'll be beating us in combat.
Well. Okay.
So the Hulking Devil trades down a lot, but gets real good with some of our equipment. Our enchantments and whatnot.
I think this one dropped a fight with skin evasion.
No, I think Spiteful's way better than either of those cards you just pulled in. First Strike means a lot for us.
It does, but it just costs so much.
Yeah, but whatever we put it on probably can't die. They've shown us no removal.
Alright. We're definitely 4-drop, so I guess it is Hulking Devil.
Alright, so now we need a card back.
Oh, well, then I would like to have back Skin Invasion. There's just a lot of scenarios where I want to get their creatures off the board.
Yes.
I like to play first.
That's
mulligan.
not great. No.
That's a mulligan.
Also really bad.
Alright, we're keeping it. This is why I don't like this kind of hand. Just because there's a lot of cards that don't work well in it together.
2 mulligans is really what killed us there.
Well, right, but there's going to be a lot of hands as a mulligan because you have to mulligan any hand without a 2-drop, basically.
I don't think that's going to be a lot of mulligans.
Oh, we can't see right now.
No.
I don't think
We have a lot of 2-drops. Now, the first hand wasn't a mulligan because we didn't have any 2-drops. It was a mulligan for several reasons.
Oh, because we had
that was just one of them.
Yeah.
The second mulligan was equally bad. Alright, so now we see if they can play a spell.
Yeah, and this card does great. I mean, if it flips, they have to have a 3 toughness creature just to block it.
Mm-hmm. Good chance they won't be able to play a spell. Well, they did. I didn't realize we were playing Convicted Killer.
We're
not
an all
the
in.
best.
Yeah, but we're an all in aggro deck. It's fine there. They should equip.
Alright. First strike. Do it. Put it on the... No, whoa, what? Stop. Oh,
It has flash.
Oh my goodness.
It's flash.
Well, that thing is dead. Let's Daniel click their creature. And we got a card with it. It's perfect. Nice. There's no way to stop that.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 for 1.
Well, we got one earlier from it. So
We got half a card. I mean, they get a clue from it. They're not in the position to crack clues right now.
which is great.
And once they can, we've basically lost the game anyway. So
If we keep drawing lands, we'll also lose the game. If you haven't played a land, which you haven't, you might as well go ahead and play it.
I'll just hold it. Our opponent doesn't need to know what we have in hand.
That's a good point. They also need to go make a sandwich or something because they're just
Yeah, I mean,
decided they weren't going to play.
I don't mind the all-in aggressive decks. It's just there's not a particularly lot of play. Either the hand turns out well or it doesn't, and if it doesn't, you're not going to recover. Every turn the game goes longer is a turn you're closer to losing.
True.
And I think on average that we're going to make better plays than our opponents. So we get them for 2.
4. If you cuss the thing. Oh, yeah, try to trade. See if they'll trade. Yeah, just send the 2-1 at them, see if they'll trade.
If they trade, we're going to lose.
If they trade, we're going to lose. How?
Because we'll have a 2-2, and they have 3 cards in hand. And a draw step. But
Okay, well, I mean, the alternative is to make them not block for a turn?
the alternative is just to pass, which I don't like either. Like, there's
Well,
just not a lot of good
You
options.
always offer the trade, because their creature is much better than ours and they shouldn't take it.
If I was them, I would consider taking it just
Nope.
because we're running out of cards.
That's a bad plan. That card can gain them a ton of life. It also has vigilance and can attack us.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. It also makes me think they don't have a lot of creatures in hand if they didn't block. If I had other creatures to play, I would have definitely blocked.
Actually, I'm the opposite. If I have other creatures to play, I'm not going to block because that's going to gain me life. Do I have the wrong card in mind? I mean, that card gains them a life whenever they play a creature.
Yeah, but I mean, you're playing against a red-white deck. They're not going to have a ton of resources in hand.
Yes, which is even more reason I want to play the long game and gain life off of that.
No, I prefer to trade off my creatures aggressively because I have more resources in hand
Nope.
on board.
I think that's bad when that card can gain you the life you just lost and more.
I mean,
now,
we missed
to your benefit,
oh, I don't have much
we
at
didn't
all.
cast a spell that turn, so our creatures flipped. So, that would have kept that creature from flipping. They can still trade it this turn.
How many equipments are they running?
A lot.
Holy moly.
Their deck is not good, Daniel. Had we played this deck 3 games in a row, we'd have probably won.
Now, I think their hand last time would have been really good against our deck. They just curved out and played a creature every turn until they played the Censor. Oh, are both creatures flip back? Because they cast 2 spells.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter.
And then we just Magmatic and hit for 4.
Why would we do that?
I think
Why
that's
don't we
a
just
bad
double block?
Double block?
Double block their vigilance.
And then have no creatures?
Which was what we have. I mean, we can take it for a few more turns, but if we keep drawing lands, we just lose.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all there is to it. We're just drawing lands. They have 6 lands and we have 5 and 1 in hand. I mean, that's not how our deck is supposed to play. I would have made the one creature much bigger.
They're going to tap this to make it bigger.
They didn't attack. They were really worried that we're going to offer. They were going to take the trade. That's impressive. All right. Well, we cannot win if we draw this many lands, so they get it. Seems like they have a decent human deck.
Yeah, I mean, they just had early plays. There are a lot of benefits to playing very aggressive decks. Okay, we should kill this.
Yeah. Okay, they clearly have a combat trick.
That's fine.
Well, we're at 16, so I don't think you should have blocked.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I think you get a defeatist attitude.
Killing the Pious Evangel would allow us to stop falling so far behind from the
Yes,
creatures.
but they clearly have a combat trick. They have not offered us a trade before.
Yeah. But getting the tricks out of their hand is also worth it.
No, it's not. It's worth nothing to us, Daniel, because we have nothing. We should have taken the damage. It didn't matter. We drew like a crazy amount of lands. So
At least the next turns looked good. Not really.
Comforting.
Yeah, I mean...
well, sometimes you lose them because you just draw that many lands. I mean, we had the opposite problem yesterday, so...
That was a ridiculous problem. Yeah. I don't mind the red-white deck. I really like starting it.
I really don't like the blue-green deck, so...
You think we should play the red-white deck and then the green-white deck and then the red-white deck?
We should probably make individual assessments based on the deck, but I think we should start with the red-white deck.
I think we should start with the red-white deck.
I don't necessarily think we're definite to change decks on the second match.
I like it better when our opponent is pulling in cards like Puncturing Light and cards like that and stuff.
So, the first game we played, we crushed them so hard and so fast that had we played another match with that, we might have just had a better result.
I think that the red-white deck loses a ton of viability just being on the draw. Like, being on the play for that deck is so much better than being on the draw. Like, think about constructed level aggro decks, because that's not a constructed level aggro deck. But when you're in a constructed aggro deck, how important is that coin flip? Like, how much worse is your deck?
Well, I find it very hard to compare the two. I see where your point is, though.
Well, we can look at the...
I'm sure there's a way to do it.
The deck list. I wish we had another 1-drop. That's what this deck really needs. Is one more
This deck
1-drop.
needs a lot of things.
So 1 and 2 drops.
To not draw 8 lands in a row would be great.
So for 1 and 2 drops, you are actually right. We should mulligan to our 2-drop or 1-drop. Because we have 5. No, we don't have 5. Sorry, we have 4. We have 5. Sorry, we have 5.
I don't think that means we mulligan to one.
Not 100% of the time. If I had 2 really good 3-drops, but I mean, like, how many good 3-drops do we have?
How many good 3-drops do we have? I would say
2.
we have a few good 3-drops, but we have no great 3-drops. So
I think we just have 2 good 3. That are creatures. Bound by Moonsilver is great. I mean,
all the Cathar's Companions are great if we have the 1 instant sorcery in our hand.
Okay.
Because that means they can't block them. So
They don't trade. I mean, they trade a card for one of these. I like it, especially with something like Griffin's Boon, where, you play, like, a 2-drop, say, a Gibbering
Griffin's
Fiend,
Boon is great in this deck.
and then you play
Do
Cathar's
you have
Companion.
time to play another one, or are we done for today?
I think I'm heading out, but we will definitely play some more matches tomorrow, and we will definitely start with the red-white deck. For as many things as I don't like about hyper-aggressive decks, I really like playing them game 1, because, especially with the starts we had, like that first game, it makes your opponent just think they need to survive long enough, and either your blue-green deck or your green-white deck has a lot more potency when their focus is on killing high-power, low-toughness creatures, and you're playing things like Solitary Hunters and 2/4 flying, or really odd sort of synergistic base decks. Like, I think that if they did not have Westvale Abbey, we would have definitely won that game. There's not many bombs that beat that unless they're flying, very powerful bombs. Like Avacyn would have beaten us, a giant
Basically,
flyer.
bombs would beat us.
Right.
That's basically it.
And I mean, we had enough of a board presence where they just weren't easily getting through. So I do like this deck. I would not always pull it in. If we played against an aggressive deck, if we played game 1 against essentially a green-white deck, I probably would have just boarded into something from red-white, then green-white, then red-white. I don't think that this deck is going to do well against a deck full of Solitary Hunters and, Quilled Wolves. But that wasn't their deck. Their deck was a bunch of 1/2s and 2/5s. I thought they were going to try to grind
a
us
lot
out.
of enchantments. Or equipments, I mean. That was really weird.
Maybe they just had the 2. Maybe they had a human deck that just ran 2, and they happened to get both on that last game. Alright, guys. Mobius pick.